Hey, we've got the Bucks and the Patriots. First time these guys matched up since Super Bowl 55. Sadly, we know that's not going to be the Super Bowl. They're both eliminated. But, however, Super Bowl 55, 56 rematch in Madden, and Brady's going back to New England. Their records were 1-1 in real life and in Madden. The Bucks did beat the Pats first time. However, the Pats won the Super Bowl. Bucks get revenge, yes or no? Let's watch to find out. Grab a snack. This is going to be a big one.
The Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. And nowadays, I don't think you get by for
Well, I don't get why would they put this game at 1 o'clock.
The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Oh yeah, I'm at this game. We go down to Florida.
We got the gift to the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, they lost the Niners.
Like that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Bing.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
From midfield, here's Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
But if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is...
I'm starting somewhere. I think he has like a deeper. Sorry. Take a bit of a look at the Bucks roster as I do this. Ah. Quonk, I need it.
extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
He has 44, week 15. Week 16. No, week 12.
Jones. Buying time to his left. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Patriots.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now Jones. Flipping one incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. That's it by Nathan Fitzpatrick. And the Buccaneers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words.
Eagles are still in it.
Things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into
even on that Eagles team, they're still in it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming up on their second.
The Giants, if they lose, they have Russell Wilson. If they lose,
chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
To throw is Brady. And the first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Touchdown. Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously, a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. There's Jones throwing on first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick.
What's going on?
He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The defense more than
Wait,
doing
what?
its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. But he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asked for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Well, look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Big play there for New England. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that,
second down, third down, fourth down.
Launch another one.
The kick on Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in a wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing left side has got Gronk complete. The 30. 10. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there just before halftime.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will have the first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So after the INT, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points.
That's perfect to 2. The fourth touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's got it. They head on board. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Fielded just outside the goal line. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it.
Due to time constraints, we will be forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taking it about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing football,
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. The scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they tried the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. To throw again, Jones. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the lead is down to 20. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And a stick on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop of the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
You know you don't have to make Guac look slow. Yeah, make it look older and slower.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they started with the first. This is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty puts it on. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12.
Oh my gosh.
Patriots have it.
Oh my gosh.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this.
Pissed.
In my play-by-play sheet, I circle big
Yeah,
plays.
33-point
This should
lead.
be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
That's what a star. That's what a star. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out.
27
This third quarter.
unanswered
Watching the
points.
NFL on EA Sports.
27-0.
On 2nd and goal, Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's going to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Jones. And his pass is intercepted from the 4. Oh, no, he lost the football. The most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. An excellent field position here as this drive will start on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So now Jones and the Patriots down by 4, just over a minute 40 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Now Jones. Being chased out left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. There's Henry.
We have to leave.
Touchdown Patriots. Hunter Henry. 47 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the
They were
highlight
down
shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter.
36-3.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Well, he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now all the focus shifts over to the Bucs, trailing by a field goal. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, I'm also surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown. Tampa Bay. Benny Snell. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. New England's offense set to go. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Jones, a big play there for New England. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Here's Jones. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
12 seconds.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just
Mahomes did with
take it in,
13
they'll start
seconds.
things out
Let's see if they
at
can
the
get something.
25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot.
43 to 7.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end
The
zone.
Jets just beat the Bills. Wow. The Jets just beat the Bills. So now the Jets, if the Patriots were to lose this game, the Jets are gonna take over the division. Oh no, it's not good. Because they beat us once. They beat the Bills twice.
If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and is picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Where's Mahomes? Oh, Brady. Oh, the Bucs got it. Okay. Basically, a let go win.
So a tie ball game here as
this
the
game
kick's
they got,
away.
so they actually have a chance. One of these farms.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down and attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it.
Gronkowski's going to go. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A little field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
That's why they should change overtime rule or touchdown.
Touchdown and a game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we're playing the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
Another good one, which the reason why we're not going to do it because we've had that matchup a lot, and we're going to have that in the playoffs. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time. Give you a teaser of that one with last year's AFC Championship game coming out tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.